At 7:52. Well, you're probably familiar with millennials as entry-level employees or interns, but experts say they could make up nearly half the workforce by the year 2020, and they're already showing their presence in sales. Sales and leadership analyst Jerry Acuff joins us live with more. Good morning, Jerry.
Good morning. How are you?
Good, thank you. Certainly boomers and millennials both have a lot to offer companies, but are businesses finding it tough to navigate that age divide, do you think?
I think some businesses are, but it's usually because they just don't yet understand what makes them different. And the truth is that millennials look at work differently than boomers. And if the company's managed by boomers, or if there's lots of boomers there, then it may take them a while to adapt. If the business is, full of millennials, then it won't take so long to adapt. But they just think about work differently.
How do they do that? What is the difference?
Well, I think for most boomers, and I'm one of them, we worked because we didn't have any choice. I went into sales not because I wanted to. I couldn't find another job. So I found my purpose over time in a career that I didn't choose. It chose me because I was unemployable in any other profession. Millennials don't think of work that way. They believe that they want to work for a purpose. They want to work where they have flexibility. I didn't care about flexibility. I didn't know you could have flexibility when somebody else was paying you. And so they just work for purpose, whereas in our cases we work because it defined us. And if we found purpose, great. But if we didn't find purpose, we still had to pay the bills, and that's why we worked. Millennials don't see it that way. If they're not working someplace where they're intimately connected with their purpose, where they feel they can grow, where they work for a coach and not a boss. Boss spelled backwards is double S-O-B. And if they can't have some semblance of work-life balance, then it's just not that important to them. I never thought about that.
No.
I didn't think about work-life balance. I thought about making a living.
I think that just sounds like a luxury. Both Stephen and I have been in radio since the early days.
Marconi.
I've got more than 20 years at KOA, my entire career in radio. Are millennials ever going to work anywhere for 20 years?
Oh, I don't. I think
that's not a goal.
It's highly unusual.
Yeah.
Certainly, if you compare that to, but why don't they want to work for 20 years? Is because what they have seen in many cases, obviously not in your case, but in your cases, they've seen their parents, their aunts, their uncles, their friends' parents laid off after 15, 17 years, and so what they're saying is, well, just how is loyalty rewarded?
We got to run. Roy Acuff or George Jones? Who is it?
Roy wrote the songs, but, there's no better song than He Stopped Loving Her Today from George Jones.
All right, even with Acuff. Thank you. See ya. I like that guy.
I do, too.
Jerry
We'll have him back.
Acuff.
He was good.